Is this thing on?
I believe it's on.
Welcome back. I'm Robert Sawyer.
And I'm Mrs. Sawyer.
You're watching another episode of Only Black Kids in the Class. A podcast with married best friends, laughing through life and judging just a bit.
Just a tad.
Today's going to be a lot of judgment.
Oh, really?
You know, usually I try to set it up and we got a theme. We try to get into some advice, some relationships, listen to read some user submissions, follower submissions, all that kind of stuff, but not today.
Okay.
Today we're just getting straight to it.
Okay.
Today we've got 6 meaty, juicy stories.
Ooh, meaty and juicy.
The theme would be verses.
Okay.
Because in each of these stories, there's a side to be taken. And we're going to read them to figure out whose side you're going to be on, whose side I'm going to be on, but most importantly, whose side they're going to be on.
Gotcha.
Y'all. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get straight to it. Am I the asshole for how I responded to my fiance refusing to hyphenate his name? My 24 female fiance, 29 male, are planning to get married in the next couple years. We're realistic people and understand that arguments are normal in relationships, but recently we started applying for our marriage license and the topic of last names came up. I said that I wanted both of us to hyphenate so we have matching last names. The reason why is because my last name is important to me, as I'm the last one in my family with the name. My partner wasn't comfortable taking my last, which I understood, but doesn't want to hyphenate his name. I asked him to clarify, thinking he didn't want our names to change, but he told me the woman hyphenates her name, not the man. I was confused and clarified that we should both hyphenate, and he refused, saying that's not how it works. I asked him to think about it, as it was slightly important to me that we have matching last names. Here's where I think I turned into the asshole. This morning, fiance asked to talk and said he was not changing his name as it made 0 sense for him to do, and my name wasn't really good to change when I did hyphenate. I was pretty upset but left it alone. Later in the day, I spoke with him and said that I understood his point, but since we couldn't come to an agreement as to matching names, I would just keep my last name as it is now.
Okay.
He got upset with me and said I was being obtuse, that I know that's not how it works, and we wouldn't be considered married if I didn't hyphenate. I argued that this was the best case scenario, as we couldn't come to a solution that we were both comfortable with. We're trying to be civil, but it's becoming a sore subject, and we don't want to fill out paperwork while this is hanging over our heads. So, am I the asshole for threatening to keep my name as is? Mrs. Sawyer? I think you're the one best suited to answer this one.
Oh, well, I don't think she's an asshole, but they got a lot of work to do and compromise. And that's a big one. That's a big compromise, but they're going to have to find some way. I'm surprised that they're doing applications for marriage and this hasn't been a topic for discussion. I would try to compromise a little more there.
I think it's a good indication of how your marriage is going to go when you can't start off with the compromise. Because if you think this is the tough one, so much more compromise to be made. However, I will say my personal opinion. I think if the original poster doesn't want to change her name, or she was totally fine with hyphenating. If she wanted to hyphenate and he's not willing to compromise, what she's suggesting makes total sense. She can keep her last name and he can keep his last name. I would have never done that shit in my life. That shit sounds crazy. I also would not have hyphenated. It was never open for me. But I think pretty early on, I was like, hey, this is how I would do it if you're not with this program. What was it like for you? Did you feel like you were abandoning your family and disowning all that was important to you and that raised you by changing your last name?
So for me, it wasn't anything about the family. It was just that was who my identity is. And I think that people underestimate what that is. Like, I was who I was before I became a Sawyer. And it's like almost like taking that person no longer exists and now there's this new person. And I think that sometimes takes some time to have to like accept that you're still that person. So it's an identifier for a reason. And it means that much for you for someone to change it, then you should, it's a process, I think.
Well said.
Yeah.
Was there ever a time when you considered not changing your name or hyphenating?
I thought about hyphenating, but for me, it was like, why? To make it more complicated. I didn't see the need. Some people also recommend put it as your middle name so you never lose it. But I kind of like my middle name, so that didn't sit well with me. But I say it's to each his own. I think it's something that you do have to come to an agreement on. I mean, I knew that you wanted me to take your last name, and I mean, I wear it proudly.
You're welcome.
So it wasn't that for me. I mean, to me, it represents the union, becoming one. I mean, I do briefly remember of us joking about you taking my last name, which it was just all in jest, but it would be funny.
For the people, the reason why it just wouldn't work. Well, one, I really was not open to it. I don't want to suggest that I was. I was not open to taking her last name at all. But the real reason it's such a joke is because my middle name and her maiden name are the same.
Yeah.
So it would be like, what are we doing?
It's funny.
Like, what are we doing? There's a lot of repetition. My name would look crazy if I did that.
It'd be funny. But
So,
yeah. I mean, I think that's a bigger topic for discussion. But that's why I'm just surprised that you got to filling out papers and you didn't have that discussion.
The thing that's so bullshit about this story is we're thinking about getting married in a few years. So we're filling out applications.
Yeah, that's not, that doesn't happen.
It's that bullshit, Reddit. It's that bullshit. We know ChatGPT wrote this story just to keep the devices. We're gonna get married in 5-10 years. So let's fill out the That's not even how. For y'all that don't know, you fill out the license paperwork maybe a week before, 3 days before. Depends where you live. Different states have different rules. For us, it's 3 days before and you're good.
Yeah, something like that.
Ain't no years before. Yeah. It's fake ass GPT story.
Yeah. So.
Gotcha.
I'm on neither side because they need to come up with a solution together.
No, I'm on her side. Which it might sound weird, but the reason I'm on her side is because he's unwilling to change.
Well, the reason why I'm saying I'm not on her side is because she originally wanted to hyphenate it. So what changed from there?
Because he refuses.
For him, right. So then why wouldn't she just go with the hyphenated?
Because she doesn't want to have different names. But it's very weird. We won't be considered married.
But she doesn't want. But
no, that's what he said. That's what he said.
Yeah, but she didn't. But listen to what you just said. He didn't want the hyphenated name. She wanted them to match, but her keeping her maiden name wouldn't match either. That's what I'm saying.
She was briefly, she said that.
Yeah.
That's what she wanted. I think they're going to have a very difficult marriage.
Very.
Because this is basic. But you know what? I wish you guys the best.
Yep. Because
my goal is to recommend more couples stay together on this show. Because every story is just break up. You guys can stay together.
Glad you got a few years on to work on that.
Yeah, we'll see you in divorce court later on.
No, I don't even think they make it that far.
And our next story.
Okay.
Once you get married, you share a lot of things.
I know.
I'm sorry, come again?
I know.
I think you meant to say, I know. I think that's what you meant.
No, I meant exactly what I said.
I
know.
I think you messed up you misleveled your emotion there, but I'm gonna let that slide. Here's some people who aren't sure they want to share things, married or not. Am I the asshole for only putting my name on the deed when I buy a house? I have been with my partner for over 3 years, and we've said in the next 5 years it would be nice if we had enough for a deposit for a house. Last month, I won a pretty substantial amount of money, which will allow me to pay a large down payment on the house and get a mortgage. I was talking about this with my partner and mentioned to her that since I would be the one paying the down payment and the deposit, that I would only be putting my name as a homeowner.
Whoa.
I said I don't expect her to pay towards the mortgage. I'd only expect her to contribute towards utilities. She said I was being unfair since we were planning to buy a house together. I said that if she wants to wait until we both have the money, then that's fine. She said, since I have the money now, it makes sense for us to get a house now, since it would mean we're not paying rent anymore. I just repeated that if that happens, then I will be the sole homeowner. She again said I was being unfair since it should be both of us, but I just pointed out that I'm the one paying the deposit and down payment, so I'm going to be the one who owns the house. She just repeated that I was being unfair towards her and that we should both be on the deeds as homeowners. Am I the asshole for refusing to put my partner's name on the mortgage and deeds to the house?
No. They're not married, right?
They are not married.
No, I don't see anything wrong with that.
They're planning on getting married in a few years.
She's not paying the mortgage. Okay. So she should have extra money to save up for another house.
You know, I've said it once before. I think I said it in our first episode. I've said it a few times then. I'm going to say it now. You hate women.
That's not hating women.
Oh, yes, you do.
What's that got to do with hating women?
Because the social media world is going to say you're doing this for male approval.
No.
And this male doesn't approve.
Well, I don't see anything wrong with that. If they're still saving money, they can still save up for a house. That's his money.
That's his money.
Yeah, he won it, he said, right?
He did win it.
He won it, and he's gonna put it on the house. He wants to put in his name. They're not married. There's no that's it.
But they were planning on getting married anyway.
Well, when they get married, then she can get some of it. That'd be hers. That I don't see the problem with that. And if she really wants to, she's not paying mortgage anymore, and she's not paying rent anymore. She's just paying utilities. She get her own house too.
Wow.
What's wrong with that?
Well, to me, nothing's wrong with that. I had a client in the same situation. No, not the same situation. A much worse situation. This guy was ready to buy a house, and the girlfriend that had cheated on him, but they were trying to work it out after some months, they had just started talking again like in 3-4 weeks. He had been moving on with life. He was in therapy trying to get better. He was doing his work. And now that they were talking again, she wanted to be on the deed to whatever house he bought.
No.
And I told him, sir,
No.
in no case, in no scenario,
No.
can you put her, like, first off, y'all not even like back together.
Nope.
But this is a different thing. These people are together. These people were planning on buying a house. They're planning on getting married. And you're saying no. Why?
Because he clearly doesn't feel that he wants to.
So in a relationship, is it his money, her money, or is it our money?
I think there's a pot that's their money.
Do we have a pot?
We do.
Do we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like your pot bigger than my pot. Because I sure see me put into your pot. I don't see nobody put into my pot but me.
Oh.
So I don't know. These pots don't seem to have some equity to them.
That's our agreement. I think. I mean, I really don't see anything wrong with that. And if she legitimately
if
feels
she
like
has
that,
such a concern,
yeah,
and marital property is marital property. This is not marital property. The problem is people like to play married.
Correct.
So it's one thing to live together, but when you're living together, buying property together, buying all these things, and then you haven't figured out some of the things. I'm not going to say that you figured out when you get married. Lots of married people still don't figure it out. That's why divorce is so rampant. But especially before you're married, figure these things out. You don't have to get married to own a house, but then you should figure that out too.
Correct.
But y'all not figuring shit out. Y'all, how many times did I say he repeated himself, then she repeated himself, then I repeated myself, then she repeated? Like, y'all are repeating. There's no resolve. There's no moving forward.
No.
If I were him or her, I would offer, okay, you're right. Let's get the house now so we can secure this now. We want to be married. Right? There's the trust there. Upon our marriage, I need to be put on the deed.
Okay. I think that's fair.
And if that can't happen, then we should talk about that. Right.
Because I think there's more, like, to me, for him to feel that way, and I wouldn't say I would feel anything different. There's like, he's in the relationship. There's his partner. I don't know how much he's in it or whatnot, but he has still a little bit of reserve.
Or he's greedy or stingy or something like that. We talked about this a few episodes ago, and I feel very conflicted because there's the world where, as a woman, she needs to have some thing set aside, because if she's depending on him for household or anything like that,
I agree.
this could be dangerous. But on the other side,
he has the same thing.
Imagine this guy winning, earning, whatever. He got his money, and then all of a sudden she's like, you know what?
I'm done.
Yeah, I don't think this marriage is going to work out. I'll take my equity now. And it's like, nah,
or they never get married.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And it's like, oh, my name is on there, so I need half.
It happens often.
Yeah.
It happens often.
Yeah. Find out she was sleeping with his best friend the whole time. 2 months later, I need half.
You've been reading too many of these stories.
I know, but that's really could happen.
It can, and it does.
So I don't fully think of that.
I think that's a compromise to consider.
Yeah.
Name on deed. I wouldn't do that though.
You wouldn't do what?
I wouldn't do that. If I already owned the house before we got married, I wouldn't put you on the deed.
Why not?
Why? It's just like it's both ours.
Oh, no, I probably want it on the deed.
We'll see. And our next story. See, we don't got time. I don't got time. Usually I try to get the chitter chatter. Not today.
Let's go.
Today it's versus.
Let's go.
Wrong versus right.
Let's go.
Him versus her.
Let's go.
I can't think of anybody else.
Let's go.
You know what I was going to say? I was going to say Mickey versus. I was like, Mickey doesn't have a villain, does he? Who's Mickey's villain?
No.
Mickey doesn't have ops? That's interesting.
Huh.
Mickey versus Truly Nolan. All right. I thought that my boyfriend and I reached the coveted spot in our relationship where I could drop by after work and spend the night without calling first. Last month, I dropped by. We made love and I went to sleep. I couldn't sleep, so I rolled over to get my phone off the nightstand. My phone fell on the floor and slid under the bed. I felt around for it until a bloated hand reached up from under the bed and gave it to me. It was my boyfriend's alcoholic ex hiding under the bed. Insults flew. My boyfriend pretended to be asleep until I mentioned yanking his eggplant off to wake him up. He admitted that he banged his ex right before I arrived, and she was trying to sneak out, but I was in the wrong because it's his house and I should have phoned first. His ex added that she still had a key. I've invested 2.5 years in this relationship, and I feel that I'm this close to marriage. Walk away or hang on?
Oh, no.
Advice?
Oh, no. What is there to talk about?
Be fucking kidding me, bro.
There's something to talk about. There's something to talk about.
First off,
you're close to marriage. No. Do. You were in denial. What? No. There's something to talk about.
The way this reads is so calm. You know how freaked out I would have been if I'm reaching for my phone and
a hand?
Go, bro.
Oh no. Oh no.
And why she had to call that lady hand bloated? How big bloated? Hurry. Here's the phone. That's disrespectful.
No.
His alcoholic ex.
She is under the bed all the time.
But this goes back to these other two stories where it's not about a relationship.
No, it's not about a relationship.
It's about a title.
Yep.
And a lot of y'all don't want to be married. You want a party. You want a wedding and you want to be a princess for a day. Because ain't no way.
No.
Ain't no way. Should I leave or should I stick it out? What are you sticking out?
Yeah.
What are you sticking out? Your hand for another bloated hand? What are you sticking out?
What was the ex-girlfriend doing on the bed all that time?
All that damn time.
So you gotta think he crazy, she crazy, they all crazy. What in the hell is going on here?
Oh my goodness.
That's a mess.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
There's a movie. Who's the guy? Bradley Cooper is dating Scarlett Johansson. It's one of the movies where they have like a bunch of different stories in it. Like they have Mother's Day, they have Valentine's Day. It's neither of those, but it's one like that.
Oh, I don't know.
Ben Affleck's in it. Jennifer Aniston and Ben Affleck go together. It's a whole bunch of people. I don't remember the movie. We saw it, but I don't remember the movie. But the point is, Bradley Cooper is dating Scarlett Johansson. No. I'm wrong. Bradley Cooper is dating Jennifer Connelly. He's cheating with Scarlett Johansson. He and Scarlett Johansson have sex in the office, but then Jennifer Connelly, because their relationship was kind of rocky, because she wasn't really trusting him, and he's like, "Why aren't you trusting me?"
No.
You know why. You know why, Brad. He just had sex with Scarlett Johansson, hides her in the closet. Jennifer Connelly comes in. They have sex while Scarlett Johansson's in the closet.
Hell no.
It's like ScarJo. You gotta love yourself more.
No.
And then, she leaves. Jennifer Connelly leaves. ScarJo's so mad. She knew.
Why she didn't come out?
She knew he had a girlfriend anyway. I'm
Why she didn't come out?
sorry, not girlfriend. she knew he was married anyway.
That's
I don't know, because, I mean, that's a movie. And I'm hoping this shit is fake.
I hope that's fake.
Because that's a movie.
What do you do?
I don't know. That bloated hand, though. I would have. Angry. I wouldn't have been angry. I would have been too scared to be angry. What's your advice?
I'd have been angry and
Maybe some
scared.
couples counseling?
Couples counseling? No.
They can't work this out?
No, she needs some therapy.
Yeah, couples counseling.
No. She needs some. Her self-esteem is non-existent.
But she's this close
So what?
to marriage.
No.
Because that way she can say she's married. And
No.
yeah, I mean, he'll still be like with his alcoholic bloated
That's
ex.
disgusting.
But was that technically a threesome?
Yeah. We didn't know how the night ended.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So wait, are we keeping score? Because it's versus.
No.
Who's winning, wrong or right?
I don't know how.
Everybody seems wrong.
That
so
person
far.
is wrong. In that
Everybody
one.
seems wrong.
That one's wrong.
It's going to get so much worse.
Oh boy.
You have no idea.
Okay, let's go.
I have programmed this episode a certain way.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for getting a car for my daughter for Christmas and not my stepdaughter?
Ooh.
My wife, 38, and I, 40, have been married 9 years. We have a 7-year-old son together, and she has a 16-year-old daughter, Jenna, from a previous relationship, and I have an 18-year-old daughter, Dawn, and 13-year-old daughter from my ex-wife. Dawn still lives at home, finishing up her senior year this year. She's been my easy one, earning money since she was 10, babysitting, cleaning, and working since 14. She's been at her current job for the last 2 years and saving up money, also doing nails on the side. She also is in all honors this year with an A average so far, so my ex-wife and I decided it was okay for me to give her my brother's car he was selling. I got a great deal for it. We felt she really, really deserved it. When I told my wife this, she got upset because my stepdaughter just got her license a few weeks ago. Jenna doesn't have a job and couldn't pay for car insurance, nor has she been on the road that long. I told my wife this, and she said that Jenna's going to feel like I'm favoriting Dawn and how she honestly don't blame her because this is what it looks like.
Oh boy.
I told her that wasn't it and that Jenna could borrow our car, but I felt Dawn really earned it this year, and she's 18 and has 3 years driving experience. She argued that Jenna deserves it as well, and I said while Jenna does get good grades, she still wouldn't be able to pay insurance and does not have the driving experience. My wife then got angry and said she should have been included in the decision, not my ex-wife, since Dawn lives with us, and now I was being unfair. She made herself a strong drink, went into the living room, and told me I caused her to do that. Am I the asshole?
No. I don't think you're the asshole at all.
What?
I don't think so at all. I don't even know how this is a topic.
Imagine this. You made me do this. Like, what?
Yeah. No.
What?
No.
You made me drink. Hey, what's her name? Okay.
I don't know.
Hey, wife, if you want to drink,
Just drink.
just drink.
Just drink.
Don't put it on this bullshit.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I don't think he's the asshole.
I don't think so at all.
I think.
Maybe it's what Jenna needs to motivate her.
Well, you got the names down, huh?
To get it together. Yeah.
Well, you got the names down. I did not get the names.
Yeah.
So no, it's not.
so.
Jenna's not having it together.
She's
Jenna
16.
she just got a license.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, it may actually be a good, for her to work towards.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's like it'll motivate her to say, hey, in 2 years I might get something. And she didn't get a brand new car. It was his brother's car.
Yeah.
Maybe the oldest one will go get another car, move out, whatever. And she gets the car afterwards. Who knows? She's 16. Chill out.
Yeah. It sounds like there's something already there.
Yeah.
Or there's some kind of perceived something.
Yeah.
Because if the second the oldest one turned 16, she got a car, I could see the wife now being like, oh, see, if they were the same age, I could see that. But there's an age difference. One's been driving longer and one can afford it.
They have a 7-year-old, so that means the oldest was there when she was 16 and she didn't get a car.
Well, it's funny you say that because there are some comments.
Let's get to them.
Not the asshole. Dawn also didn't get a car at 16.
There you go.
She is 18 and she has experience driving now, and she has also earned her new car. That's a rather big difference. Let this be a motivating factor for the 16-year-old. That's exactly what you said.
That's exactly what I said. You
Wow, look at you didn't.
Look at that.
You read this?
Hell no, I don't even know where to find that.
It's the age discrepancy to me. It's the easiest point to stand on. If they were both 16 or both graduating, then it would be different judgment. But as it stands, plus the other 3 factors, you are not the asshole. Not the asshole. Your 18-year-old has earned a car. In 3 years, if the 16-year-old earns one, then she should get the same budget for a car. She should not get a car now. However, if her father wants to buy her a car now, that's on him.
Ooh, facts.
The whole "you made me drink" is total bullshit. That needs to be addressed. This is a huge problem.
Facts. That's right. She got a daddy too. That's true.
Whoa.
That's true.
Get your daddy to do it.
That's true.
Get your daddy to do it.
I didn't even think about that part. That's true.
Her father wants to buy her a car.
Yeah, you can't deny that.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
It's funny because the original poster would then be the asshole to say that.
Yeah.
He'd be the asshole to say it, but low-key facts, though? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about the daddy. Yeah.
You want to keep it moving?
Let's keep it moving.
Do you have a seatbelt?
Yeah.
You know what time it is?
Yeah.
What time is it?
Is it Toxic Confessions?
No, that's not.
It's not?
No.
What is it? What is it?
It's time for Toxic Confessions.
I can't do that voice.
Toxic Confessions. You know what? I think we should rename it from Toxic Confessions to What Had Happened Was.
Okay.
What had happened was.
Okay.
Because you know the second you hear somebody say what had happened was.
What it is.
Here go the bullshit. I lost my job and I'm staying at a friend's house while I find another place to stay. I've been dealing with my friend's husband for a few months and he made promises to leave her. But now that I'm in their house, he's acting funny. Case in point. I was washing my panties in the kitchen sink.
What?
He hit the roof.
Oh,
Him.
gross.
Bitch, why you washing your nasty drawers over my coffee cup?
Yeah.
Me. You've had your face all in my cat.
Oh.
Why you acting brand new?
Oh.
He told me if I ever mentioned that again while his wife was there, he'd kick me out.
Oh.
But I was speaking my truth.
Oh.
Here I am in his house, and he's still trying to make me feel like I'm number 2. When she's at work, he tells me I'm his number 1, and I believe him. I'm tired of hiding our love. What to do? You see the verses? It's his number 2 versus his number 1, and we don't know who's number 1 or number 2, but we do know the whole thing is shit.
Dummy.
This is dumb.
Yeah, dummy.
Do you know what would happen if one day everyone had self-esteem? You realize our show is over?
Yes.
If people could compromise, communicate, and everyone loved themselves, our podcast is a wrap. What would we talk about?
Yeah.
This is god awful.
Kind of nasty ass is washing their drawers in the kitchen sink.
Bitch.
That's nasty. That is nasty. Oh my gosh.
You see how she tried to be slick?
That was gross than anything else.
You've had your face all up in here.
That
Why
ain't
you
got
acting
shit to do with nothing in the sink. That's nasty.
over the coffee cup?
No.
Like, do they not have a washer and a dryer?
Like,
Maybe they don't.
Don't
Maybe
they have a bathroom?
They probably do have a bathroom.
Come on. That's
They
nasty.
probably do have a bathroom.
Gross.
It's a dirty game. It's a dirty game. Advice. She needs advice. Please give her some advice.
Robert, I can't talk to people like this. That's a dummy. I don't know how to help that.
You're calling her dumb?
Yes.
See, and this is exactly why a few weeks ago they said you don't even deserve to have your woman card anymore.
Okay. I don't need a card.
Whoa.
I'm just a woman. What do you walk around with a card for?
Whoa. I feel aggressed. I feel aggressed here.
What does that mean?
Oh man.
Woman card.
That's what we should really talk about.
Card.
As we've been posting on social media, Instagram really. That's where we have our growth and conversations. Oh man. The comments. Bro, the comments. Listen, there was 1 week, not on our page, on my page on TikTok. There was 1 week I posted one little old mental health thing. Next thing, I was a narcissist. I was a gaslighter. I was a victim blamer. I was some other things. I don't remember. We had a story. Am I an asshole for wearing period state underwear? That shit was incredible. I got to be honest with you. I never thought that story would be so divisive.
Clearly it
But
was.
you had the side of wash your ass and she shouldn't have to wash her ass for a man. And I was, what?
Everyone has them.
What are we arguing here?
Grow up.
But the way it came in waves.
Menopause.
It came in waves. The first wave was, whoa, you okay?
Yeah.
See, that's the age getting to you.
Must be.
That's the age. They were right. The first wave was agreeing with Mrs. Sawyer. Yeah, why did she just wash her underwear? Yuck. Then the second wave came in. Well, everybody can't afford to just buy new underwear, which blew my mind. Because nowhere in the story, nowhere in the conversation did we say just buy new underwear.
Nope.
So they just made this up. But then the third wave came, and it was very, very anti Mrs. Sawyer. That shit was great, son.
Yeah.
They were saying shit that I personally have wanted to say for a long time. You're a jerk.
I'm a jerk.
You talk about people.
I didn't even talk about them.
You say yuck. That sounds like somebody's being nasty. That's what you said.
Yeah,
fam.
but they didn't.
We got it on film. We got it recorded.
I also don't want to do period sex. So that was like it. Like they totally missed that part. Like it was like only about like shaming this person for underwear. It was my opinion.
What I loved about it. What I loved about it.
You didn't even like the whole thing.
What I loved about it was that they said that the three waves. So you had the three tiers. So one tier is like, yeah, she needs to just wash her underwear. And then some people gave instructions on how she could do it. The internet is magical.
Great instructions.
Because I got to tell you, I've never dealt with period state underwear. I now know how to clean them.
Very good instructions.
I now know how to clean them. I know the rules.
Yes.
So thank you to our classmates. But then the other side, how dare this woman shame a woman? Stupid bitch, fat bitch, bloated bitch, menopause bitch. And I'm like, wait. So don't shame a woman.
But shame a woman.
But shame a woman.
Yeah.
The one that said, she doesn't deserve to have her girl card. She doesn't even deserve to be a woman. What the fuck are we talking about here?
That's why I'm like, okay, sure. That sounds about right.
That's that 2024 shit. Can that be taken away? Like,
damn. Well, apparently, I guess so.
Yeah.
They have cards now. That's how we scan it. Must have a QR code on it, like like to know what this is.
You're denied access to the meetings. This shit was crazy, bro.
It's
so
absurd.
IG, what? You can't say crazy?
Huh?
I can't say crazy?
No, I said it's absurd.
All right, I thought it was some more 2024.
Who knows?
I say crazy all the time.
That might be next week.
Yeah,
you never know.
So I mean, we're gonna be wrong because we shaming this woman for washing her under. Oh shit! It's another underwear story. Oh shit!
Yeah.
You shamed yet again. Your pick me ass has shamed another woman for washing her underwear. You're an elitist grandma. That was the best part. Hold on.
What's the best part?
The best part was, I'm not going back and forth with y'all on the internet. And so one, they don't know who's on the Instagram. It's me on the Instagram. She don't even log into the Instagram. She don't got the password. She does not care.
No.
Okay? She doesn't know. This is me telling her, oh shit, they roasting your ass. She doesn't care.
No, I don't.
I don't care to argue. But if it's funny, it's funny. This one lady came with some shit that was so damn funny. All I could write back was, sis, you ate. That shit was hilarious. She had the menopause. No, it wasn't her. It was another lady. She had the alliteration. If you say something funny, I'm going to laugh. But if you say something funny with the alliteration, I'm a sucker for it. Come on, bro. That shit was funny. It's like, you cooked.
Okay.
You cooked.
Well, I'm glad about some.
But a lot of them started calling you old grandma. But the crazy shit was, you're not supposed to do this, but I did it. I ain't gonna lie, I did it. Some of them I would click on their page and it was like, well, hold on.
You actually have grandchildren.
Well, hold on. This one lady said, look at this grandma. I go on her page. She talking about pictures with her grandbaby. If y'all don't stop, that shit's hilarious.
But then, real like facts. Even if I were a grandma or going through menopause or all these things, wouldn't I know exactly what they're talking about?
You hate women.
That has nothing to do with that.
Okay,
it's like the whole thing is bizarre.
every time there's
bizarre.
a woman's story, this is what she does for male attention.
Yeah.
I'm not only the romantic, I'm also the feminist.
Okay. I'm a feminist, but
You're not a feminist.
that's
Don't be a feminist.
I'm
telling you right now, don't be a feminist.
Why?
We're not down with feminism.
Why?
You want to know why? Traditionally, feminism.
Oh, it's for white women.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
and when
right.
it came time for all women to get their rights,
they were lost.
Just abandoned.
Yeah.
So be a womanist.
It normally is. A womanist.
Be a womanist. I learned that from Bell Hooks.
You know the reason why I wouldn't say a womanist, because woman now to this day and age isn't identified like.
Wow, you trying to get roasted by everybody.
It's just all over the place. So that's why I say, because female is female kind of thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say, you turf?
No, I just not gonna go with the whole womanist thing.
Wow. Bell Hooks would be ashamed. Instagram would be ashamed. And I'm a little.
You're ashamed of me?
I'm a little embarrassed.
You're embarrassed?
Yes.
For what?
Because you hate women.
I don't hate women at all.
Okay.
At all.
Listen, the age we live in, it doesn't matter.
You know, there's a bunch of women.
It doesn't matter.
A bunch of females, of women like me.
Haters?
They're not haters.
Pick-me's?
No. They just don't follow into something that you're supposed to do. It makes sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Doing it all for male attention?
That's not male attention.
You know what, though? Let me say, to the credit of many, I don't want to ignore this. To the credit of many, I would ask some questions, and I try to be very genuine. Hey, I'm really not trying to shade you. I just have a question. Because you said one line that sounds nasty. And this one lady said, oh, look at this. She's too old to be a pick-me. And I asked her, what makes her a pick-me? Is it because she disagrees with you? Because to me, a pick-me would be you're doing something for the male approval, for male validation. Right. And as is evidenced week after week, you're not doing this for my validation. So like, who's the mystery male that exists? And you know what? I had a brief yet interesting dialogue with that lady. And I do appreciate a few ladies in the comments actually having a dialogue, not just this vitriol of hatred. So there was some conversation. Not that they changed my mind or I changed their mind, but there was some conversation, some dialogue. Right. And I do value that. That's why we do this. I do value
I mean, I think adults are allowed to disagree, which is fine.
Yeah.
And I have nothing against disagreement. And I
just have something against women?
No, there's nothing against anything against women, because there's a bunch of women in the comments that were like, hey, just wear dark underwear. Like, come on. So the part that I just...
Oh, you see how you still talking about it?
Yeah.
You triggered.
No, I'm not triggered. You brought it up.
Because that shit's hilarious to me,
exactly.
Fam.
I'm not
triggered. That shit is hilarious. They just make something up in the story.
Yes.
That shit's crazy.
Yes.
But you know what? Those are like the new followers that like, they're not even followers. They just see the real because we be getting out there. Shout out to the classmates, the actual followers.
Yeah.
The classmates don't hate you, though you hate women.
I don't hate women.
You know, if I just have to keep saying it, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. If I keep saying it.
I know.
Like 5 years from now, it's like, yeah, you know, I don't even know how he stays with that woman hating ass grandma. Like,
whale body.
Beluga body, bitch. I think that was the alliteration. Fam, if you come with
no, but that was the problem. She didn't say the bitch part.
Oh, I did?
You
I'm adding that in?
Yes.
I would never call a woman a bitch.
That's why it was bad. It was like
I would never call a woman a bitch.
But no, and it wasn't even like
I don't know these bitches like that.
It was like beluga whale bit. Like it was like I don't
beluga
remember.
Body.
I don't remember what it was. Shaped. It was something whale shaped. It wasn't even good.
No, some of them. That one might not have been good. Some of them.
Yeah, some of them were hilarious.
Some of them shits were cooking.
Yeah, some of them were funny.
I was like, damn, I need this. We have to make better posts. I need that kind of entertainment on a regular basement.
No, that was good entertainment.
Did I just say a regular basement?
You might have.
I might have. And for our final story.
All right, bring it home.
What had happened was, what's better, toxic confessions, or what had happened was?
I kind of like the toxic confessions.
Yeah, it kind of rolls.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Uh-huh.
And in our next segment of what had happened was toxic confessions. Whoa. Out the gate, this shit was wild. Okay. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, God. Where do I find these shits? All right, I gotta make sure I don't say the wrong words because I don't want to have to censor the whole thing. Okay. I caught her with Cedric's eggplant in her mouth. Cedric ran so fast that he left his phone behind. I lost control and smacked the soul out of her. She leaned her head back and smiled. That's when I knew she was a full-on demon.
Oh.
Her, you don't own me. I don't belong to you. I'm not yours. This ain't your cat. I can have him in my mouth whenever I want.
Okay.
I asked her if she was trying to get me to unalive her. Her, you're not man enough to end me. Please try. I beg you. I'd sacrifice myself just to know that you'll spend your life in jail. She broke my heart. I know there's a restraining order against me, but I drove past her house and saw Cedric's car, and I had to kick in her front door. I walked away from her, and she jabbed several times in my back with a penknife. I thought she was pinching me. I got medical treatment, and I forgave her, but our relationship is draining me.
What?
And she tried to press charges about the front door.
Oh, no.
She knows Cedric or any man ain't supposed to be there. How to fix us? Advice?
Oh, throw everything away. That's just the whole thing is, what in the world? He first talked about is a demon? What in the hell's going on here?
Toxic
This not real.
confessions.
This some AI movie script.
You know what I saw someone
I
say?
think that's what that is.
Yo, shout out to our comments are fucking
That's
live.
a movie script.
You know what someone said in one of our comments?
What?
This is what ChatGPT makes when they write a Tubi movie.
Oh, might be.
That shit was so accurate.
Might be.
I wish if we had a different name, it would be ChatGPT Tubi movie. It's a weird name, but that's what most of these stories are.
That's crazy.
What in the hell is this shit?
You can't even. That's.
So let me go on record again. I do not promise or hold to know if any of these stories are true.
Yeah.
I find these on the internet. If y'all want to hear true stories, email us at asktheblackkids@gmail.com. Send in your dilemmas, send in your drama, send in your microaggressions, send in your bullshit, because you know you got it. And we'll read those.
Yeah.
But until then, we read in these toxic confessions. He needs advice.
No, he doesn't need advice.
He does need advice.
He needs help.
Okay, give him advice.
Go to the therapist or a psychiatrist. That's the one that prescribes medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go to psychiatrist.
Okay, as a therapist, I'm going to say don't go to a therapist.
Why?
What is a therapist supposed to do with that shit?
I don't know.
Y'all think therapy is some Harry Potter shit.
Maybe Harry Potter can help him out because I don't know who's gonna help him out.
What is there to help?
He might need Harry Potter. Well, I don't know. He talking about demons and shit. Maybe Harry Potter would help him out. That might be who it is, babe. You need to go to Harry Potter because I don't know what you do with that.
Fantastical beasts.
Yes,
And where to find them.
I don't know what you do with that.
All right. Let's do a thought exercise. I'm a therapist. This guy comes in. He tells me that story. I'm finally catching my breath from cracking up or crying or being scared or whatever visceral reaction I had. How do we actually help this gentleman? Sir, why do you want to keep this relationship? It's not love. Love doesn't stab. Love doesn't kick in doors. Love doesn't cheat. Love doesn't smack. Why do you want to keep this relationship? What are you gaining from this relationship?
Yeah.
Is it that you're so used to toxicity and drama that this is just keeping you entertained? Maybe he's hiding from some of his trauma with the excitement. See, our relationship is boring.
Bring me to boredom.
I no doors are being kicked in. No penknives. No stabbing. Our relationship is boring.
That?
We're stable. Maybe you're so used to instability that you
Spark
stay
comfort
with her.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
So my advice for you, sir, is to respect the restraining order. I'm not a lawyer, but again, let's respect the restraining order. Take a step back. Just take some time off, right? And I'd like to know some more of your relationship history, particularly with your mother, your father, your grandmother, and other romantic
No, you don't.
relationships.
He doesn't want to know any of that because he's not his therapist.
I'm not his therapist. I'm giving him the advice.
No.
I'm giving him the advice.
No.
And
Yeah.
let's figure out why this is how you show up in relationships.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't drain all the fun out of it. But you know what? We're not going to just laugh at people's pain. We're going to do that 99% of the time, and 1% of the time, we're going to pretend that these AI stories are real.
That's not real.
Or it might not be AI. There are some incredibly talented fiction writers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're testing out a movie script.
Some of these shits are
testing out a movie script.
You wouldn't even believe that in a movie. But right, you know,
I might watch it.
You know who our target audience is?
I might watch it.
We're not doing this for you guys out there. No. We're trying to reach one person.
Who?
Because Tyler Perry's going to hear this podcast and we are on. We will be on.
Okay.
Because ain't no way.
No.
What in the Medea is this shit? This shit is crazy. So, versus. We would love to know who you think won in all these stories. This X versus that X. This Cedric versus that Cedric. This demon versus that demon. It's all terrible, ain't it?
Terrible.
It's all terrible.
Yep.
That's it. Anything you want to say?
Nope.
Follow us on all social medias at Only Black Kids, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Join in the comments. Come cook my wife. come cook this hating ass grandma who wants to fight who wants to stop your right to wear dirty underwear. This is an interesting experiment. We shall see how this shit goes. We still don't know.
Okay.
A year from now, we're gonna look at all these and be like, "Oh man." We know what? It's now more entertaining for me to read the comments than to do the show.
Okay.
It's like that's a little high.
That's how you hypothesize.
They come up with crazy shit.
There you go.
Shout out to y'all. We are out.
Bye.